All right, in this video, we're going to talk about PPV or CPV advertising, and that stands for pay-per-view. And pay-per-view advertising is an online advertising model that displays advertisements in either a pop-up, pop-under, or interstitial ad. Advertisers are charged on a per-view basis. PPV or CPV is generally perceived as interruption marketing, and as a result, click-through rates are generally low. Despite that fact, CPV is a favorite advertising method for many top affiliate marketers in major brands, and the reason for that is because the cost is so low. Now, there are several different PPV or CPV networks out there, and we're going to talk about a few of them right now. The first one that I want to share with you is going to be Lead Impact. Okay, and you can find them at leadimpact.com. And Lead Impact is a great CPV provider. They have lots of traffic, they have very good prices, and you don't need a lot of money to get started with Lead Impact. You can get started with Lead Impact for about $200. What I like about Lead Impact is they have a lot of educational material on their site. All in all, they're a very good CPV network. You're going to find that they deliver a lot of traffic compared to some of the other CPV networks out there, and they're really affordable. And like I said, they do only require about a $200 deposit to get started, and that's not that bad of a price in the PPV and CPV world. The next site that I want to talk to you about is going to be Media Traffic. Media Traffic is another really popular CPV platform. They've been around for a while, and they deliver either US or international traffic at really good rates. Media Traffic is another site. They don't require a huge deposit. They do have a lot of educational material on here. They have a pretty good service department as well. You can get a demo of their advertising features, what they offer, their different ad sizes and whatnot. And they're a self-serve platform, so you can run the ads yourself. Now, the next site that I want to show you is TrafficVance. And TrafficVance, most people say that it's the largest of the CPV networks out there. They have a couple of different advertising products. They have a pretty broad demographic, and they work with a lot of large companies. TrafficVance can send you probably more traffic than all the other CPV networks combined. They really are that big. Now, the drawback to TrafficVance is they are a little bit expensive. You do need about a $2,000 deposit to get started with them. That being said, if you can't afford them, they're probably going to be a very good source for you. They do send a lot of traffic, a lot of American, Australian, all the primarily good places in the Western world that you want to be getting traffic from. TrafficVance is going to cover. And they, like I said, they do have several different products. It's not just pop-ups or pop-under ads. So I do recommend you check out TrafficVance once you've figured out CPV advertising. Like, you don't want to start with TrafficVance. Cut your teeth on one of the smaller networks and you should be all set. The next one I want to share with you is DirectCPV. DirectCPV, they are a fairly large company in the CPV advertising world. Nice thing about DirectCPV, they only require a $100 budget to get started. They're very easy to use. It's a self-serve platform. They have a lot of training information there. They show you about their advertisements. They have good demographic data that's available, good tracking data, and they also offer pretty good prices because they aren't the biggest one out there. So I recommend you check out DirectCPV. They're at directcpv.com. Now, I also want to show you a couple of these other networks that are out there. And one of the ones that I want to show you is going to be Clixr. And the reason that I like Clixr and that I wanted to show you is they have an awful lot of training material on here. They also don't just do CPV advertising. They have other advertising products. But they do have a lot of training information. They have a lot of information on CPV and online advertising in general. And all around, it's a pretty good site, especially to get information. So I do recommend that you check them out. And then the final one that I'll show you is Adori. I'm not too familiar with them. I did look them up. Seems like they do a lot of international traffic. A lot of affiliate marketers use them. They are worth looking at. They do have several different products, and they do serve, they serve 30 million visitors every single day across the world. Now, in the scheme of things, 30 million really isn't that much, but they do offer pretty affordable prices, and they do have some good advertising products that hopefully you can benefit from. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you can see, some of the power that's in CPV advertising. Good luck to you.